We didn't know it until it filled up with water underneath, it froze, and no water. We had all heat, and that 1 month I think we burned 150 gallons all in 1 month, which is pretty good bunch. And diesel then was I think 15 cents a gallon, a little different from now, and that was on base. That my boss let us carry a Herman Nelson heater home, took it off of the little trailer and put it in the back of my pickup. We had a 12-inch duct that come off of that heater and went underneath the trailer, and that would reach a couple of 100 degrees on that heat. That's what we heated the aircraft with. Make a long story short, we thawed that out underneath there. We had steam coming through the floor, and we managed to get water back again. And when we come back from Alaska, of course we had a lot of trials, but when we come back from Alaska, Larry, Terry, and Joan flew down on the airplane. I come with my friend Bud Strain, and he became my boss up there, best boss I ever had, and we maintained friendship till he died at 85, and I was 80. He just died not too long ago, and we maintained friendship. But John flew down, and we come down in a snowstorm in October, me and my friend. And if anybody wants to know some of my stories on that trip, was something else. But we made it. It took us a few days. We had trials, and a lot of trials I won't go into, but we made it home, and it was tough. I had a wheel bearing went out before I got back. Joan had flew down to her mother's with the kids, and I'm glad they didn't go with me on the trip because it would have been too much. But she's been a great wife. She'd helped me. She picked up parts, answered the telephone, and kept books. All that, and was my third hand sometime. And she's always loved her kids, took care of them when they were little, cold. And we've seen some tough times, and the Lord got us through. I give it credit for the Lord. Been 67 years we're married. We knew each other 2 years before that. We got engaged in Corpus Christi, Texas. She came down on a train with a girlfriend and her mother to San Antonio and to see me one time. And it was in the spring of 1957, and I accidentally, I had an old friend, was a pastor. He was about my age almost, and we grew up in the same part of the country. And one time we were down there on Mother's Day, and he had tore up 3 sermons, he said, when he got up in the pulpit, and he didn't have no notes and no sermon. And he preached the best sermon I ever heard. And here's what he said. His wife didn't pick him, and he didn't pick her. The Lord put them together.
Amen.
And that would have to be because you become one.
Amen.
And that's what it's all about. And when she's gone now, you're missing one half of him.
Mm-hmm.
So we remember that when time comes. But and I thank everybody for being here. We're all real friends, and it's been a pleasure to know all of you, and I appreciate you coming or bring your respects, and thank you.
Absolutely,
Harry,
Billy.
for
Well, thank you.
being here.
Let's get you to sit down so that
Somebody needs to grab a hold of the back of that chair. I can't stand up to do it.
you want to sit down here.